Imagine a 400-yard par 4, water down the left and incredibly well bunkered. You would want the most forgiving, the best forgiving, the best driver to keep in play of 2023. That's exactly what I have here today, and it is of course the TaylorMade Burner Mini driver. I absolutely love this driver. I have loved mini drivers in the past, all the different generations, and for me this is the best forgiving driver money can have bought in 2023, even though it has gone up in price a little bit if you are to go to the second-hand market. Guys, we are giving one of these away today. This is the 12 days of Christmas. We are giving away some of the best golf products in the world this week, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button to enter, throw a like on this video and comment below Merry Christmas. Also, don't reply to any scam replies in the comments, because that will, just be very, very sensible with that. And one of the points I want to touch on in this video, guys, is just how much these drivers are going for second hand now. These drivers were fairly affordable when new, more like kind of $299 to $329, and now you can see they're going for almost double that at nearly £550 on eBay and second-hand markets. There's not many golf clubs in the world I've ever known go up in value, and that's why I also think this could be one of the best drivers moving forward into 2024 if you get it at the right price. Now let's go back to the video and see if I can save some golf balls. But today we're going to test this out and see just how good it is. I have a brand new sleeve of my favourite golf balls. There's £10 worth here, and anyone who knows my Yorkshire roots knows I wouldn't normally be hitting driver on a hole like this. But with the most forgiving driver of the year, I feel like I can keep all these balls in play and give myself a chance at potentially having a decent score on this hole. And that's one of the things that I really, really like about this driver. I feel like I don't have to go back down to a 3-wood. I've tested this for numbers. I actually put those on screen now for you. It doesn't go as far as a Stealth 2, as a Paradigm Triple Diamond, purely because you don't generate the ball speed or the club head speed, because it has a 3-wood shaft in there. But the 3-wood shaft is really the reason why you can keep it in play so much, that and the smaller head. Now, the huge thing that I love about this is the movable weight technology, which we've never seen in mini drivers before. So you can see that we have a heavy weight at the front here, so that's in the low spin setting, 13 grams, and a light weight of 1.5 grams in the back. So you can move that around. If you wanted to make it even more forgiving, you could well do that by putting the heavy weight back. But we also have twist face technology here. We also have twist face technology here. You can see just below Dave's Skymark. This might well be the driver that you do win, guys, if I can't get hold of another one. So you've got Dave to thank for that. But we also feature the speed pocket as well. So if you do strike it fairly low on the face, like a lot of people do with fairway woods with smaller drivers, then generally this does help you maintain that ball speed, so it's a little bit more forgiving. Right, first up, I think I'm going to aim just right of that big post. We are at Al Zora, a beautiful golf club here today, just outside Dubai. The weather's perfect, the golf's perfect. Whatever you do, James, don't go and ruin it by putting some in the water. We're going to talk nostalgia and memory lane in a second as well. But that, for me, is a great reason why I love this driver. That's just over that left-hand bunker, a gorgeous shot down the left-hand side of the fairway, and that is 1 for 1. Now, that wasn't my best swing, that wasn't my best strike, that came out of the toe. I'll tell you where it didn't come out of, Dave. There. But I also love the carbon top on this. I'll show you a close-up of this now on screen, and you can really, really see just how nice and gleaming that brown and black carbon top is in this sun. And I have this set to lower loft, so it's 13.5 degrees. You could get this in 11.5 degrees if you wanted to. I only managed to get the 13.5 head, but I've cranked that down to around 12 degrees. So some people do basically have a 12-degree driver, and for me, I feel like this is a perfect potential for me, because I can loft it down, I can loft it up. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could loft it up to 15 degrees and play it as a 3-wood loft. For me, that would just go a little bit too high. We've got one in play. Can we get another one in play? Can we go tighter? I'm not sure we can, but can we play a little draw off the right side towards the water and be safe? Yes, we can. That is another gorgeous golf down the left-hand side, starting right, just shaping back to the left. That's 2 for 2. Can we get a third and final ball in play with this TaylorMade Burner Mini driver? Guys, my reviews are very, very subjective. It is my opinion and my opinion alone. So do me a favour, as well as getting in the comments if you want to win one of these and commenting Merry Christmas, throwing a like on it, and obviously subscribing to this channel, Get in the comments below and let me know, what would you think your best forgiving driver would be? Would it be a Mini driver? Would it be a Tour Edge Exotics driver? Would it be a Ping G430, which to be honest would be very, very highly up there in my best forgiving driver ranks as well? So we've played a pretty straight one, we've played a draw. Now the hardest shot I think here would be start it at the water and fade it off. This isn't a massively workable driver because it is so forgiving. So start it left, fade it back. This is a shot which a lot of amateur golfers would try and choose. They would try and aim at the trouble and work it away from the trouble. It's also a shot that I know Gary Martin would choose. Aim at the trouble, hit the trouble, and unfortunately, there you go. But we're going to start it just at that left-hand bunker, cut it off a little bit. Like I said, it's not going to cut massively, but that's probably the best shot of the lot. That felt fantastic. I would imagine that's going to carry around 255, maybe 260, but into this hole, that's probably a nice yardage because it's going to leave us around 140 yards in, which for a 400-yard par 4 over water from these back tees here at Alzora is no slouch. Let's get down there, let's see where these are, and then let's take it to a slightly longer hole and see just how far we can get this forgiving driver up that fairway. And so guys, as you can see, we have 3 balls in play here. We have one that's just clung onto the rough, one that's nicely in the fairway, and this is very interesting because there's 2 golf balls there, one of which I hit with the Mini driver. The one in the middle of the fairway was the big, high, lovely fade. It was a little bit out the top of the club, so it's going to be low spin, it's going to be high ball speed, and generally if you swap that over, if you got it low out the face, you would generally see a high spin and lower ball speed. That's not what you want to hit longer drives. That's why I feel like this driver is the most forgiving. You don't have to hit it out the middle, and if you do hit it out the middle, even a little bit high, it can be up there with what I think is the longest driver of 2023. Spoiler alert, the Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond. That is an exceptional drive for a driver which really has no business going that far on a hole like this, and I would never, ever, ever think about hitting those shots with a card in my hand. And so what the TaylorMade Mini driver represents for me is not just a forgiving driver. It's not just a driver that someone might well buy to keep the ball in play every so often, and every so often catch up with their friends and go, you know what mate, I hit a Mini driver there and you hit a Paradigm, so therefore I hit it a long way further than you. But it certainly represents a driver that is steeped in history, and also when you go down memory lane with the TaylorMade burner range, might just kind of bring back a few nice memories which golfers do want. I'm a huge fan of this size driver head, and I actually tested this against an old school TaylorMade R7, which is funnily enough a same size head with a slightly longer shaft. The R7 went a little bit further because we did develop a little bit more club head speed, which resulted in ball speed. As you can imagine, that resulted in distance, but it didn't have the charm. It didn't have the certain whatever it has that I absolutely love about this Mini driver. That is absolutely pummeled in the middle. Let's get up there and see where that's finished, because there's another little party trick to this driver that I've not yet mentioned in this video, and it's a doozy. And that is another fairway split with the Mini driver. This hole measured 560 yards off the tee. We have 291 yards left in. Now, the little secret that I was telling you about is actually this driver, even lofted down, could be a fantastic 3-wood replacement instead of a driver replacement. Then I think the only problem you have is you have the devil on your shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder saying go for it, go for it. No, just at your Mini driver, because it might well potentially go the same distance. We're off the deck here. It's measuring 11.5 degrees, this Mini driver, and the head size looks a little bit big to be hitting off the deck, but to be honest, if that's a shot you can hit towards that flag from 290, get front bunker, get front bunker. You're going to take that all day long. Guys, that for me is the best forgiving driver of 2023. A little bit of a ball out of left field there with it being the Mini driver. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope you've enjoyed my reviews of this club this year. I have spoken about it a lot, but that's because I believe it would help most golfers like myself, like yourself. And if you do want the chance to win one, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment below Merry Christmas, throw a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Do not reply to any spam comments. And apart from that, I'll see you all tomorrow with another fantastic club, what is one of the best of 2023 and could be finding its way to you.